What up, Chooms? It's your Gonk Yucky Bubbles, and it is time to teach you how to be less gonky. Welcome to part 1 of my 3-part speed leveling tutorial. A few disclaimers, then we'll get started. People who can't stand video game farming, I'll be honest, this tutorial is not for you. This tutorial is also not meant for first-time players. In reality, not for second or third-time players either. In my opinion, first 3 playthroughs should be dedicated to one of each of the 3 life paths. Another reason is we're not doing the story. We will be skipping a ton of dialogue in the beginning chunks of the game. That being said, new players, welcome to Cyberpunk 2077. I hope you also got Phantom Liberty. This game and that DLC are phenomenal. Once you recognize the replayability of this game is dialed to 11, I hope you save and come back to this tutorial. To everyone staying, I split this into a 3-part series, of which part 2 and 3 will be shorter. I made chapters and timestamps that you can skip forward and back to for references. To achieve the best outcome, have this video up on your phone or PC while playing the game. Vast majority of this video is me explaining as easy as I can on how and why and what to do, then you go do it. Part 1 will showcase starting a new game, the one-time full-length first route, the 1 and 2 hour marks, the shorter farm route you will do afterwards, and finishing around the 7-hour mark. Along the way, I'll be talking about the selling and disassembling strategy, weapons to use, a free perk shard location, NCPD scanners, cyberware, and more. I also added the exact order of attributes and perk points to be used. Remember, this playthrough up to 25 hours is for speed leveling. That is the prime directive, so it will be different than any other playthrough you've done before. Lastly, this tutorial is for all playstyles. If you want to do a throwing knife build, SMG build, net running build, shotgun build, tech build, sniper build, pistol build, this video is for you. At the end, you will make a new save and you can reset your attributes to whatever you want it to be and keep that save so you can come back to it and do a different playstyle by again resetting the attributes. You should have over 2 million eddies, over 1,000 of each upgrade component, max level street pet, all character progressions will be max. You should have tier 5++ cyberware, most of which you will replace for whatever build you want to do, and at the 25-hour mark your level itself should be around 40, which is an excellent point to stop farming and start playing the 90% of the rest of the game we left alone. Alright, enough yapping, let's get to the other yapping. There will be many moments you make your choice, so I will let you know when you can stray from the actual tutorial. First is new game, second is regular start, third is easy, XP is the same and dying is not efficient for this tutorial. We will switch to very hard later. Fourth is your first choice, life path. I restarted each of these, and as far as fastest goes, Street Kid seems to have more dialogue skippable and less locked-in parts. However, this part will determine certain elements of the game for you much later on, like dialogue choices or getting the car for Nomad, etc. You choose which one you want. Next, your choice is female or male V. As we know, the main decision here is the romance of Judy or Pan Am much later. Figure out which one you want to do. Fifth is skipping creating your character. You can do that later. 6 is skipping attribute selections. You should have 7 of these left over. I will go over this after we get past the intro parts of the game. Alright, enough of the script, now let's narrate. Skip.
Spare veterans some change?
Let's hear him out.
So you're a vet today, huh?
What can I say? War stories rake it in.
Aha! He's a liar. Now you don't have to feel bad when you don't give him money the rest of the damn game. Skip it all. Skip everything. Alright, now the sliding part. You're going to slide all the time. Shinobi does not say that sliding is in its list of things that will level it up, but sliding does. I will prove that to you in a minute. Slide everywhere. Slide in elevators. Slide all over the place. You're going to slide constantly in this tutorial. Get good at it.
Look at 1237. Thank you. Target should be in. Try hacking the door. Think you can trip it on your own feet?
Dumping bodies is 10 XP for Headhunter, but only do it if they are right next to the dump point. The long walks are not worth that 10 XP when we will be quickly leveling Headhunter anyway with throwing knives. Skip. Nip it off.
Yeah. I guess always the only place you should be now. The NCPD has something Watson that isn't disclosed. Illegal to make us. Jackie, lock me down, Watson.
All right, first time in V's apartment. We're going to take everything from the stash and the clothing area outside that door to the left. You will sell most of this later. Loot the rest of the apartment, and then go to sleep. Once you wake up, Jackie will call you. Slide around until that call is done. Then you go and approach the bot to boxing. Continue dialogue with Coach to begin the boxing matches you can do later. If you want, from Coach, you can buy the green airstrike he has, which he should. You will be collecting, saving, and crafting these up until this tutorial is done. Visit the gun guy next to him and get your free gun, then hit the elevator and meet Jackie downstairs. Alright, take Jackie to Misty's in the car. Pet the cat. And then go deal with Vic. Choose the option to pay him later and speed through all the Vic Ripper stuff that you have to do. You're almost there. We're ready to go.
I can release it for you, but you'd have to watch out for negative energy fields and avoid mean reds.
V, yo, listen up. I talked to Dex while you were in with the doc. He's waiting in his ride for you. Ain't but a hop to where he's parked, next to Grinchy.
Okay,
All
do my
right,
best to talk.
now the 7 attribute points that we skipped. 4 body, 9 reflexes, 4 tech. We'll focus on just these 3 for majority of this tutorial. First perk goes to the body middle option painkiller. This way you can heal automatically and don't have to use your health as often without. After this, we're using the next 3 perks when you get them for reflexes. Bottom middle 1 unlocks above it. 2 perk shards applied to the center of the next row for the actual dash. You'll do nothing with intelligence, but we will use cool, but it's going to be way later. You are done with the character tab. Now go to your map tab and mark this drop point as your on-screen location to go to first. Not shown, the next thing is to equip 3 throwing knives. You should have them, and flash. Headshot throwing knife kills will quickly level up Headhunter. Using 1 or 2 flash grenades, every single encounter that you can will level up Engineer at the same time. Early game dash jump combo. This is dash, this is the jump, this is the dash jump. This is clutch. I did not know you could do this my previous 8 playthroughs, and this is a massive help to traversing the map fast until you have actual dash unlocked. It is dash jump buttons pressed in quick succession. Get very good at this. Also combo it with sliding. These are working Shinobi without using blade weapons. It is also clutch in combat situations. Throw all 3 knives and don't wait for the time for them to come back. Go get them, then dash jump away. Discovering this made a huge difference in how fast you can do the slow beginning part of the game. Okay, let's throw on some elevator music while I talk about selling, since we are now at the first drop point. And then I'll move on to the farming, where you do all the work and periodically check in with this video. First priority is selling until you have 100,000 eddies. After you get 100,000, you will disassemble everything until I talk about it again later. Keep and equip those 3 throwing knives until Headhunter is at 15 or 16, and keep using those flashes. Keep a bat and an electric baton when you get one, and the iconic katana or any katana, machete, razor, whatever. Recap: keep 3 throwing knives, a bat, and the iconic katana. Sell all guns and all gun attachments for 90% of this tutorial. Along with this, sell ammo too. By the 25-hour mark, you should have sold about 30,000 eddies worth of ammo. Sell and disassemble all clothing, only keeping what you are wearing. Remember, you are leaving a ton of the rest of the game to play later, gigs, missions, etc. Meaning you will very likely come across clothing you wanted to keep later on. As you level up, there are certain helpful clothing items you want to keep and wear. I will talk about that when we get to that point. Sell all consumables except health boost, carrying capacity, and stamina booster. You may want them later, so keep them. Lastly, disassemble junk with the disassemble all junk button. Now I will show and go over the very first route you will do, then the repeat farm route you will do until about the 5-hour mark, or just before doing the pre-heist missions and the heist itself. Just like Hanako at Embers, we're going to make Dex wait for us for a while.
All units in the area. Criminal activity reported in Watson.
Roger. Probably some cyber psycho again, but I'll handle it. Say, any update on my overtime bonus? Dispatch.
All units be advised. Suspect remains in the vicinity. Code 0. I repeat, Code 0 in this area. All units resume normal duties.
Oh no.
I want to go over this map I'm going to show you here in a sec. I purposely only did a few NCPD scanners. I'm going to make stylized videos of me doing gigs, missions, scanners, etc. later on, meaning you can stray from this tutorial and do all or some or most of the NCPD scanners in this whole northern area. There are a lot in this area and farther north we go. I highly suggest if you do want to do more than I did to check your map often and only do the ones that are close to this very first route. Going out of your way to do all of them will offset your and my in-game time by a lot. But doing the ones close to the route that I didn't do, you should have more money, street cred, and progression XP points earlier than me if you do them.
He said doo-doo.
So decide, Match this tutorial exactly, or stray and do those NCPD scanners in addition to these 2 routes I'm showing. Another disclaimer point coming up is when you get to the Maelstrom area of town, I'm going to turn right here in a second and kind of just highlight alleyways. There's a whole lot of alleyways back in these areas. There are some bad guys, there are some loot. However, I didn't actually do them. I just am showing you this area. So when I turn right here, actually just go left if you want to legitimately match exactly what I'm doing.
Who's a good girl?
Yay, the first Ripper. For the most part, you only need 1 purchase right now, and that is in Skeleton, titanium bones for carrying capacity. If you want, you can upgrade it now too. Since we'll be doing a ton of farming throughout this whole tutorial, you want to have a lot of space to hold stuff so you don't have to stop constantly to sell or disassemble things. Farm until the game alerts you that you have too much stuff, and then based on if you are in the selling only phase, then disassemble just a couple of guns and then sell all the things at the nearest drop point or at a Ripper, which is the trade tab on the top of the screen. Or if you are in disassembling phase, take the time to disassemble all guns, most melee weapons, gun attachments, and junk. Then get back to farming, boy. The need to do an explanation right here. This first full route video I'm showing you is clearly not the first time I went on this route. I've never done a project this big before, and after 130 video recordings and 3 playthroughs at 30 hours or more each, doing the editing now, I'm realizing I didn't record the info the way I apparently want to present it. So this full-length run-through of the whole route, when I do the camera clicky thing, that is showing you where bad guys are or areas of interest that you will encounter on your first run. So still trust this video. I will still show parts from those actual first runs like I did the first Ripper visit a minute ago. I'll do that with attributes and perks, fights, time markers, and more. This presentation feels more effective. So yeah, okay, let's keep going.
Keep your distance. Remain inside. Using your claws.
First time here should have Tiger Claws versus Maelstrom. Kill the Tiger Claw Katana chick first, or she will slice you up real good. They take XP from me when they kill each other, so don't allow it. Kill them all.
Еще сам себе.
Okay, by now you should have Headhunter at 15 or 16. Your first weapon should be throwing knife, your choice which one. Second is bat or pipe or other blunt weapon. And third should be katana or machete or razor. For the next while, you should be focusing on blunt weapon kills for solo. You will keep leveling up Headhunter naturally from now on. But main focus now is solo with blunt weapons, strong attacks. Shinobi with movement plus long blade weapons, strong attacks, hit the head. And engineer with those flashes you are still always throwing, and also for disassembling things. In a minute, I'll show you a free perk shard close by to which you should have actual dash after getting it if you don't already.
Control yourself, or fuck.
Appreciate it, brother.
Alright, Chooms, this area, all 3 playthroughs I did, this area was different. One had a lot of tiger claws, another only had a single group of 3, and the other one had none at all. Still take this route. We are almost at the finish line. Once you get to Riot, we begin the smaller, repeatable farm route you'll do until roughly the 7-hour mark, which is when we will do the pre-heist missions and then the actual heist, which will be the central focus of the Part 2 video. Congratulations, Chooms! You just finished the first one-time full route. A couple of quick things to go over, then the shorter repeatable farm route to let you loose on. These 2 fast travel markers, imagine a line linking them. You will do nothing above that line. Now again with the NCPD scanners, I only did a couple of them. If you decided to stray a bit and do more than I did, you should be seeing less than me right now. Lastly, your choice. You can fast travel right now from Riot to the fast travel point at the Cassius Rider River Dock start point of the shorter farm route you'll be doing over and over until we're ready for the heist. Or you can reset the time right now to midnight, set that Ripper Dock start point as an on-screen marker, and zigzag through the city killing and looting on your way, working on Shinobi and Solo and all the other things you are currently working on to get a bit of a head start before doing the farming route. You just completed the one-time large route. The actual farming route is a much smaller modified version of what you just finished.
I can take my settings!
Before cutting you loose onto the farm route, you need to know the attributes.
Perk.
And cyberware. Let's go! I'm going to list out the exact order for all 3, so either screenshot these parts or remember this timestamp to come back to. First is attributes. You will only be doing body, reflexes, and tech. So from now on, when I list the numbers in that order, those are the spots they go to. Reflexes is already at 9. We did it a while ago. You should still be working on tech to 9 right now. Next is body until 9. From there, tech to 15. From this point on, perks 10 through 19. Every time you go up 1 level, you get 1 attribute and 1 perk. The list I will go over now are just those. Remember, each skill progression that reaches 15, you get another perk, and again at 35. It will be on you to apply these extras to these exact perk slots by the end of this video.
Part 1.
Now to explain what we just went over, reflexes. You can now leap to your targets with a strong attack. Paired with Sandevastin, it's even stronger. And it's even stronger the farther you leap from. Start the mess off with a flash. You are working Headhunter, Shinobi, and Engineer in just one attack. I prefer the Razor. As you get higher tier weapons, the Razor with the Airstrike mod, the green one, is even better and eventually becomes a one-shot kill attack on even skull enemies in very hard difficulty. But that is an aggressive high melee damage build. We are farming to be able to reset attributes to whatever playstyle you want to do. Next is the tech tree. Now you are unlocking needed cyberware and acquiring others. You want better stat modifiers along with them as you upgrade. You won't always have plus melee damage, but make sure to get it when it is an option. The more you have and the higher that number is will increase likeliness of one-shot kills for faster farming in the next 2 parts of this tutorial. Preparing for the future, Chooms, this whole thing is planned out. Plus melee damage is the number 1 stat to look for. The other 2 are bonus stealth damage and decreased enemy vision. I will go over this in more detail in part 2 when we make the attribute cool at 4 and do all 3 bottom right perk options. Another tech benefit, you now have more cyberware capacity for more room for more cyberware, which is more options for more stat modifiers. More. And the last tech benefit is a 3rd grenade, or in our case, a 3rd flash. They now recharge faster, and having that 3rd, throw all 3 all the time. This levels up Engineer more besides all the disassembling you're doing after you hit 100,000 eddies, but more so from upgrading components to the next tier that you will be using to upgrade your cyberware. Efficiency, speed leveling is thy name. And last was body. Stamina use is 15% less for blunt weapons, and now you can barrel into enemies. Throw your flashes, barrel into them first with Sandy on. This will stun them, then strong attack kill them. This will level up Engineer and Solo faster, plus Headhunter if you are killing them with headshots. Last thing to go over is cyberware, then I'll cut you loose to farm like the Cyber Psycho V was meant to be. You want to have all of these and close to these levels by the end of this video, the 5-hour mark, the end of part 1. Again, the damned issue of recording versus editing. Playthrough 1, 2, and 3, I did not record the best cyberware options. That being said, on this screen, top left section, frontal cortex is fine with nothing there at all. Instead, in the nervous system, get Stabber when it is available. We are still on easy difficulty. You should be surviving all enemy encounters. What we want is to kill faster, keeping pace with speed leveling. Now unpause your game and learn this route while you play. Memorize it. Do it faster each time. Very first run, do throwing knives. Let's get Headhunter as close to 35 as we can. After that, Headhunter will finish to 60 on its own. Once you are at level 10 and visit any of those 3 Ripper Docs for the Zeta Tech Sandevastin and whatever monowire you pick, do 1 full route of the monowire. You'll level up net running quickly doing this. Besides those 2 full runs, final reminder, always throw flashes. Use Sandevastin when you can. Shinobi is slide, dash, and double jump, not normal jump. And lastly, split the kills among your 4 weapons for each of the skill progressions. After you've done this route 3 times, you'll notice you are leveling up things on screen pretty much constantly. Get zoned in. The more you do it, the faster and better you'll be at it. Let's go! Conclusion. At around the 4.5-hour mark, it is time for the car ride with Dex. So fast travel to him. He will drop you off in that circle area. While you are on the phone with Jackie, jump dash slide back to the beginning of the farm route, the Cassius Rider fast travel point. Feel free to mark it on the map to have it as an on-screen location if you don't have that backtrack path memorized. We're pretty close to it here. Do the farm route 1 or 2 more times and you should be at or close to the 5-hour mark, ending part 1 of this tutorial.
Jack, back there, talk to Dex.
Yeah, what's the big deal?
Claim to want to check our program. Me, you guys know I can handle this. I can have some in a minute.